Welcome to the PAC Football Report, covering Week 10 games on November 5th. I'm Joe Onderko. We'll look back at last Saturday's games in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing matchups this weekend. Defending champion Carnegie Mellon improved to 9-0 with its national best 16th consecutive win, defeating St. Vincent 30-12. The win clinched at least a tie of the 2022 PAC title for the Tartans. Case Western Reserve remained a game back of CMU with a 54-7 road win at Allegheny. In other action, W&J blanked Teal 55-0, while Westminster posted a 30-10 win at Waynesburg. Finally, Geneva used a big second half to win at home 34-6 under the lights versus Bethany. Grove City had the weekend off. After last week's game, CMU dropped one spot to number 19 in the D3Football.com National Top 25 poll, while W&J is among other teams receiving votes. PAC Player of the Week honors went to Case senior quarterback Drew Saxton on offense, CMU junior cornerback Adrian Williams on defense, and junior linebacker Marco Toth of Case Western Reserve on special teams. The PAC Newcomer of the Week was Geneva freshman running back Logan Kent. 5 more league matchups are scheduled for Week 10, while Carnegie Mellon has the weekend off. 5-2 Case Western Reserve will try to keep its hopes for a PAC title alive when the Spartans travel to Harold Burry Stadium in New Wilmington for a 1 p.m. kickoff against 5-3 Westminster. Case leads the all-time series 4-1, but the Titans got their first win in the series last year in Cleveland, intercepting 5 passes en route to a 34-12 Westminster win. Head coach Scott Benzel talks about the play of freshman Titan quarterback Ty McGowan, who is 2-0 as a starter since replacing injured senior Cole Konichka.
Yeah, Ty's done a really nice job filling in and just really his maturity and his calmness has been a really, it's not a surprise, but it's been the reason why he's been successful. We've had a lot of injuries and at quarterback, Ty has stepped in and really has settled us down, and we're really excited about him in his future.
Another matchup of conference heavyweights takes place in Washington, as 6-2 Grove City faces off with 6-2 Washington and Jefferson at Cameron Stadium at 1 p.m. The Presidents have dominated the all-time series 43-13 and have won the last 9 meetings, with the last Wolverines win over the Presidents being a 24-21 final in 2011. Veteran W&J head coach Mike Sirianni talks about the matchup with Grove City.
Well, number one, they've recruited so well in the last 5-6 years. I mean, they have some really, really good football players. They're big, they're physical, they're strong, they can run, good skill. And obviously they buy into Andrew's message, which is a great message, and they play hard for him. And they've turned themselves into a championship caliber team. And we're going to have to deal with them obviously Saturday and for the rest of the time that I'm coaching at W&J.
3-5 St. Vincent looks to get back on track as the Bearcats host 4-4 Waynesburg at Chuck Knoll Field in Latrobe at 1 p.m. It's the 41st all-time meeting between the Western PA rivals dating back to 1929. The Bearcats have won the last 3 meetings, including a 38-7 final a year ago, with the last Yellow Jackets win in the series being a 12-10 final in 2018. St. Vincent head coach Aaron Smetanka talks about the importance of closing the season on a strong note.
So I know we got to get prepared, be ready for them. I know it's going to be a completely different outlook as far as what we get prepared from last year's team to this year's team. So I feel like they completely flipped the switch on their end. They're doing really good things. Coach Coleman's done a good job, though, working with their program, so we have to be prepared and ready to go coming into this game now, coming up on Saturday.
In other action, 2-6 Geneva travels to Greenville for a noon kickoff with 1-7 Teal at Alumni Stadium. It will be the 45th meeting in a series dating back to 1899. The GTs have won the last 6 matchups against the Tomcats, with the last Teal win in the series being a 21-14 final in 2012. Finally, 2-7 Allegheny hits the road to close its regular season, facing 1-7 Bethany at Bison Stadium at 1 p.m. The Gators lead the all-time series 17-15-1, but the teams have not met on the gridiron since a 28-7 Bison win in 2011. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Please log on to the conference website at pacathletics.org anytime. You can follow us on social media via Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links available at the PAC website. Also be sure to download the PAC Digital Network on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Android. I'm Joe Onderko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.